Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're down here at the Lighthouse. It's Monday morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about the Lighthouse and some history. Just wanted to say hi to everyone. Sort of overcast. We've got a front coming in, I guess, later on today. But they're calling for rain the first part of the week, like Tuesday and Wednesday. But the weekend's looking good, and that's the kickoff to Mardi Gras. Woo! The kickoff to Spring Break 2020, and this Saturday is the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department cook-off, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Lighthouse, the cook-off, and Spring Break for 2020. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store and you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. If the Big Store doesn't have it, chances are you really don't need it. Well, we're down here at the Lighthouse, and I want to give you a little history about this, and all this is on our website. And there's actually more than what I'm going to talk about. But the Lighthouse withstood three of the worst storms in history: the 1900 storm, the 1915 storm, and Ike in 2008. During the 1900-1915 storms, the Lighthouse harbored a number of Peninsula residents, saving their lives from certain death. According to inspectors' report, after the 1900 storm, over 6,000 lives were lost in Galveston. Now, this is the Lighthouse. When you get off, I've always said it's the welcome icon. When you get off the Bolivar Ferry, it's the first big thing you see, and it's got a great view. Right now, we're sitting behind it over on Loop 108, but a lot of people pull off the road and take pictures with it. It is close to the public, but you can get around it as far as in front of it, on the other side of the highway, behind it on Loop 108, and get some great photos. And then there's also a road leading up to it that a lot of people will go down. In fact, the hunt for Bolivar was down on that road last year, I believe, on one of the hunts, one of the weeks. So, and that's coming up later on this year. The life at the Lighthouse when it was in operation was surreal. I don't know if that's the right word. No friends, no one around, but they stayed busy. And like I said, you can read a lot on the Lighthouse. There was a movie film there in 1968, made for television, My Sweet Charlie, and it starred Patty Duke and Al Freeman Jr. Was filmed at the Lighthouse, and Miss Duke won an Emmy Award for her work in the groundbreaking movie. The opening scene, Miss Duke is seen walking up the road to the Lighthouse. So you might be able to go on Netflix or somewhere, or cable or something, and find that movie. I remember watching it years ago, just because it was done at the Lighthouse. So there is a lot of history there. It is privately owned now. It was taken out of commission. Let me see here if I can see when it was taken out of commission. Bolivar Lighthouse was actually retired on May 29th, 1933, after 61 years of service. I do know that the lamps and the reflector lenses are at the Smithsonian in Washington. I was on a job up there years and years ago and saw that. And so, anyway, there's a lot of history, the beauty of it, especially on clear skies. You can get some fabulous pictures from the Lighthouse. Let me see if I can zoom in to the top of it real quick. Y'all don't get dizzy. I've got some drone shots of the top and done some videos on it. And if you go to our YouTube, let me see if I can focus the camera a little bit. There it goes. It's not working with me today, is it? There we go. I'm pushing the camera up in the mount, so. But anyway, we've got some humidity out there, so it's not the best picture. But it's also right across from Fort Travis, and you can get some great sunset pictures from Fort Travis later on in the year, front of the lighthouse and that. We've done some of that up there. So mainly just wanted to say hi to everyone. The Saturday was beautiful down here. In fact, we were out videoing all day on the beach. We did some work at the lighthouse, and so you'll see some of that stuff coming up. We've got working on a clip for spring break. It kicks off next weekend, but also is the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department annual oyster fry, and that's Saturday, March 7th. They're on Broadway. Won't be hard to find because it'll be packed. They start serving at noon, and it is all you can eat, and they do have an auction, so bring your appetite and bring your money. This is a great cause. It raises money for the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department for equipment and more training, and so this is one of their main fundraisers. They have another one in August typically, the barbecue cook-off, and we haven't got a date for it. I think it's like August 6th tentatively, but that's not in stone. And so you can get information on all of these on our website. All the events down here have a web page on our site under the events, and so you can see all the events, see their web page, and then we also have them on the calendar so that you can see exactly when it is, where it is, and why they have it. So we're working this year on getting everything updated, getting some more pictures done, and I think we have maybe one event. We've got the Bolivar Rig Run that we've got to build a page for. We hadn't built that, and we'll probably have that up here in the next couple weeks. We're going through seeing what updates we need to do on some other stuff. Got the calendar. If you want to know what all the dates are for all the events, you can go to our website on the events calendar, or you can also pick up rack cards. And if you have vacation rentals, feel free to stop by, pick up a handful to keep in your vacation rental, so that people that stay there know when all the events are there, and it'll help them choose when they want to come back and maybe rent your house again. So you can pick that up. We're working this week on finalizing all the tourism, the official Bolivar tourism guide. We've been doing that now for the last about 3 or 4 years, 4 years now, and they come out every 2 years, and so we're getting that finalized too. We've been working on another project in the background, and it's going to kick off this week later on, and so it's tied up a lot of time with us, but we're getting in the swing of things. It's March. Spring break kicks off next weekend, along, like I said, with the cook-off, and then March 14th, y'all make sure you're here. It just costs $25 for the whole team, and that's the Bolivar Build-A-Dream Sandcastle Building Contest. And someone said they couldn't build a sandcastle. This is the first year. And so we're not going to have the elaborate sandcastles. We may, but you never know. But anyway, we want to see some people enter that. We've got a few teams signed up. I know a lot of them wait till the last minute. But we had a gentleman come to me yesterday and offer to pay for 4 entries. And so the first 4 teams, or the first 4 people that get hold of us at the tourism center, Kathy gets there at 10 o'clock, has their entry fee paid. It was paid by an anonymous person. They said, David, we want to see this thing. We can't sponsor it, but we can give you $100, and that'll pay for 4 entries. Now, with this free entry, you could win $500, because first place is $500, second place is $250, and third place is $100. Plus, we've got prizes. We've got another meeting later on this week on finalizing everything, getting the trophies ordered, and so we're excited about it. So either call and give Kathy all your information, or stop by, and the first 4 people that sign up, and that'll almost fill it up, not quite, but fill it up, gets free entry. So we're happy to thank you, sir, for doing this, and helping us kick off this first annual event. So free entry for the 4 people, 4 teams, which is $25, and you could win $500. We're going to head on out. Hope y'all have a great morning. Until next time, this is David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.